type. Question number 3. Sin theta divided by x is equivalent to cos theta divided by y. Then find the value of sin theta minus cos theta. Sin theta minus cos theta. Now everyone listen to this carefully, sir. I will again teach you two different methods. You decide which is the method you are comfortable with. Now what I will do is, can I say that method 1 I am discussing, sir. Can I say that sin theta divided by x, or I can write it as sin theta divided by cos theta is equal to x by y. That means this cos I shifted to the left hand side, x I shifted to the right hand side, right? Sin theta divided by cos theta is equal to x by y. Now you take any ratio. We discussed so many classes on ratio. Any ratio will give you a constant quantity at the end, right? A ratio will give you a constant quantity. That means sin theta divided by cos theta, this is equivalent to x by y. Put some values for x, put some value for y. When I divide that value one by the other, I will get a constant quantity. I will call that constant quantity as k, for example, or I can also take it as sin theta will be equal to kx, cos theta will be equal to ky, right? This is something which we discussed in ratios concept also, but because in ratio it was a numerical value, we never used this concept in any of our problems. As we proceeded with problems, we eliminated this method, but here it is an algebraic variable, so I will make use of this constant k and k in both the sides, right? That means sin theta by cos theta is given as x is to y. I can write it as kx is to ky, right? This method I eliminated in my ratios class because it was a numerical value, but here it is not given in terms of numbers, so I will make use of this concept. Now see here, sir, if I use this logic, can I say that if I compare numerator with numerator, let sin theta is equal to kx, right? Let sin theta is equal to kx. Similarly, cos theta is equal to ky. Anyway, I do not have minus sign, so I can equate numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator. Now, if I do like this, can I get it as sin, if I square it on left hand side and right hand side? Sir, how do we know that we need to square it? Because I have a beautiful identity called as sin square theta plus cos square theta. That means if I square only, I will get sin square theta. If I square only, I will get cos square theta, and I should add it. If I square it and add it on the left hand side, it becomes sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. Similarly, if I square it on the right hand side, k square x square, k square y square, k square common factor, this become k square into x square plus y square. Sir, why are you doing all these things, sir? Can I say that they are asking you sin theta minus cos theta value? Sin theta is nothing but k into x, substitute, minus cos theta is nothing but k into y. This is nothing but k into x minus y. But what is this k value? I should find the equivalent value for k. Can I write it from this equation that k square is 1 by x square plus y square? 1 by x square plus y square is k square, but I don't want k square, I want k. K will be square root of 1 by x square plus y square. Substitute it here, x minus y into 1 by x square root of x square plus y square, or x minus y divided by root of x square plus y square should be my final answer. Answer for this question is x minus y by root of x square plus y square. I believe the idea is clear. You can use this methodology of ratio where each term in the ratio is multiplied by some constant k. That is the same method I am using here also, sir, right? Each term in the ratio is multiplied by the same constant k, right? So I am then equating numerator with numerator, denominator with denominator, and then I am finding the equivalent values. I am more interested in simplifying whenever sin and cos is given. I am more interested in making use of that beautiful identity called as sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. So for that I squared on both the sides and I added on both the sides. I got k value. k substituted back in this equation to get the answer. This is my method 1, right? This is my method 1. See here, method 2. Second method, whichever method you are comfortable, please go with that method. Method 2. Method 2. Can I say that? What is the question, sir? I forgot the question. Okay, this is the question. Method 2 is sin theta divided by x is equal to cos theta divided by y, right? This is the question. If I simplify, first of all, what is required? Sin theta minus cos theta is what they are asking us to find, right? Sin theta minus cos theta. If I simplify, sin theta divided by cos theta is equal to x divided by y. What is sin theta by cos theta? It is tan theta, and the definition of tan theta is opposite divided by adjacent. That means, can I say that opposite is nothing but x, adjacent is nothing but y, the other side is hypotenuse. Hypotenuse is nothing but square root of opposite square plus adjacent square, square root of x square plus y square. So sin theta is opposite by hypotenuse. Opposite is x, hypotenuse is root of x square plus y square. Cos theta is adjacent by hypotenuse. Adjacent is y, hypotenuse is root of x square plus y square. So if I have the common denominator, numerator is x minus y divided by root of x square plus y square. This is exactly what I got it in my method 1 also. Either apply method 1 or apply method 2, it makes no difference as long as you make a simplification error. Use any method whichever you like, sir. Any method, whatever you like, please implement. Method 1, I made use of ratios concept from arithmetic. Method 2, I made use of trigonometric concept from trigonometry itself. Right? Any method you want, please use it. You will end up with the same answer. I hope the idea should be very, very clear for my students. Some tricky questions, we will solve it. Kindly listen to the class carefully, sir. Next question, see here. Original SSC main question which came in 2015. 2015 original question which came in SSC mains. See here, sir. If the question is, if tan theta is equal to sin alpha minus cos alpha, beautiful question, divided by sin alpha plus cos alpha. If tan theta is equal to sin alpha minus cos alpha divided by sin alpha plus cos alpha, find sin alpha plus cos alpha value. Find the value of sin alpha plus cos alpha. Your options are root 2 sin theta. Second option is 2 sin theta. Third option is root 2 cos theta, and the last option is 2 cos theta. Now see here, sir. Beautiful question which can be solved in the most easiest way possible. Now think logically. Right hand side is sin alpha minus cos alpha divided by sin alpha plus cos alpha, right? Divided by sin alpha plus cos alpha. Left hand side is tan theta, right? Left hand side is tan theta. Tan theta in terms of sin is nothing but sin theta by cos theta. Now see here, sir. Can I say that they are asking you sin alpha plus cos alpha value? That is nothing but my denominator term. Denominator term is nothing but cos theta. Numerator term is nothing but sin theta. That means I already got my answer as cos theta, which is nothing but my denominator term. But this is in terms of ratio. Ratio 2:3 does not necessarily mean that the values are 2 and 3. It can be 2 into 5 and 3 into 5, or it can be 2 into 7 and 3 into 7, and so on. That means in general I will call it as 2 into k and 3 into k, right? This is an example which I am telling you people. Same logic I will implement. That means, can I say that my denominator sin alpha plus cos alpha, which is actually my question, is nothing but it is nothing but it is k cos theta. Numerator also I can write it as k sin theta, right? It is nothing but k cos theta. That means think logically, sir. Answer should be a multiple of cos theta. Answer should be a multiple of cos theta. First option and second option. First option and second option I can directly eliminate, right? Because answers are in terms of sin theta in the first two options. I can directly eliminate first option and second options. You need not think about it much also. Suppose for by example, suppose by chance, suppose assume that your fourth option for example is 2 tan theta. I am just assuming it, right? Suppose for example your fourth option is 2 tan theta. It is not in terms of cos theta. You could have also eliminate fourth option and directly marked third option as your right answer. But that fourth option is not 2 tan theta, but that is also given in terms of cos. So that means I cannot actually stop this question at this point of a time. Rather, I should continue solving this question. Right, I should continue solving this question. Now see here, sir. Can I say that sin alpha plus cos alpha is k cos theta, sin alpha minus cos alpha is k sin theta? Can I say that, sir, I want to find this particular denominator, and whenever it is sin and cos problems, I know that I should make use of the corollary called as sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. Now, can I say that if I add these two terms, if I add the numerator with the denominator, cos alpha minus cos alpha will get cancelled. You are left with 2 sin alpha. Right hand side you are left with, add these two terms, k sin theta plus k cos theta. It is k square. It is k square. In fact, can I say that if I add these two terms after squaring, right? If I add these two terms after squaring, in fact, if I add it after squaring, can I say it right? That I will get the right hand side as 2, because sin square theta plus cos square theta will end up with 1, and another 1 also I will get if you simplify it, which we have done in our previous question. Similarly, right hand side you will get it as k square sin square theta divided by k square cos square theta. You will end up with k square into sin square theta plus cos square theta. So k value will be how much? K value will be equal to root 2, right? K value will be equal to root 2. The denominator term is what they are asking. Sin alpha plus cos alpha is k cos theta. That k value I wrote it as root 2 right now. Answer for this question is root 2 cos theta. I hope the idea is clear. Answer for this question is root 2 cos theta, which is my option C but not option D. Very, very easy way of solving questions, sir. Very, very easy way of solving question. This concept we are discussing or solving by using the concept of ratios. I hope the idea is clear, sir. I hope you understood how we are getting 2 on the left hand side. It's very easy. I told you that you should make use of sin square theta plus cos square theta concept. In fact, you need not cancel it if you are doing like that here itself. If I square this particular term, it is sin square theta plus cos square theta, that is nothing but 1, and you will be left with minus 2 sin theta cos theta or sin alpha cos alpha. Denominator you will be getting as sin square theta plus cos square theta, which is nothing but again 1, right? Again 1, and you will be left with plus 2 sin alpha cos alpha. That minus 2 sin alpha cos alpha and plus 2 sin alpha cos alpha will cancel out. So you will be left with only 1 plus 1, which is nothing but 2. I hope the idea is very, very clear, sir. Ramya, I repeated it. I repeated it just now. When I square it and add it on the left hand side, minus 2 sin alpha cos alpha will cancel with plus 2 sin alpha cos alpha. You will be left with in the numerator sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, which is 1. Here also denominator sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, which is again 1. 1 plus 1 will become 2 on the left hand side. Same thing on the right hand side. K square sin square theta by plus k square cos square theta. K square you will be left with because sin square theta plus cos square theta is 1. K value is root 2. So substitute that k value here, you will get the answer. I hope the idea should be very clear, sir. Similar variety of question. See my next question. These are all slightly on higher level questions, sir. These are all slightly higher level question. If sin alpha is equal to m sin beta, if sin alpha is equal to m sin beta and tan alpha is equal to n tan beta, if sin alpha is equal to m sin beta and tan alpha is equal to n tan beta, you need to find the value of cos square alpha, right? You need to find the value of cos square alpha. Arvind, I will come back to your doubt after this problem, sir. You need to find the value of cos square alpha. Your options are m square divided by n square. Second option is m square plus 1 divided by n square plus 1. And third option is m square minus 1 divided by n square minus 1. Now see here. Can I say that sin alpha is m sin beta? Sin alpha is m sin beta. That means sin alpha, I will write it. Okay, let me do like this, sir. Let me do like this for your better understanding. What is the second condition? Second condition is tan alpha is equal to n tan beta. Now tan alpha is nothing but sin alpha divided by cos alpha, right? Sin by cos. Sir, why are you expressing in terms of sin and cos? Because I know sin alpha value from my first condition. Similarly, this side it is sin beta divided by n sin beta, right? Sorry, sin beta divided by cos beta. Sir, why are you expressing tan in terms of sin beta? Because I also know sin beta value from my first equation, right? Now see here, if I simplify this, what is sin alpha? Sin alpha is nothing but from the first identity m sin beta. Substitute it. Very easy, sir. You just need to write it step by step, and you can eliminate it some steps and directly write it if you are good in practice. M sin beta. Similarly, here it is n sin beta divided by cos beta divided by cos beta. Sin beta will cancel with sin beta. You are now left with m cos beta. M cos beta is equal to n cos alpha, right? M cos beta is equal to n cos alpha, or in other words I can say n cos alpha. Alpha time I am keeping it on left hand side, beta terms I am keeping it on right hand side. Now see here, can I say that I have one equation? That equation is called as first equation, sin alpha is equal to m sin beta. I have another equation which I derived it just now, that is nothing but n cos alpha is equal to m cos beta. Sir, whatever you are writing we are understanding, but how do we know that we should write it like this only? That is what is more important. I am telling you, sir, whenever question is given in terms of sin and cos, or in terms of tan is again expressed, can be expressed in terms of cos. Whenever sin and cos is used, wherever possible, try to make use of the corollary called as sin square theta plus cos square theta is equal to 1. That means I should make use of sin square and cos square. That is the reason I wrote sin and cos one below the other. I wrote sin beta and cos beta one below the other. I hope I am making sense for you. Now, same logic what I implemented in my previous problem. Square it and add it. Whenever sin and cos, try to make use of sin square theta plus cos square theta equal to 1. If I square it on right hand, left hand side, sin square alpha plus n square cos square alpha, I will get it, right? N square cos square alpha. Right hand side, m square sin square beta plus m square cos square beta. M square common. Sin square beta plus cos square beta is equal to 1. I hope I am making sense for you. Now, again think logically, sir. Think logically. Can I say that options are in terms of m and n, right? M and n. That means, can I say that options should be either everything in terms of sin alpha or everything in terms of cos alpha, but m is already present in my equation. The other thing which I need to get, in the left hand side I also have n. That means m and n are already present. What is the question they are asking you? In the question they are asking you, find the value of cos square alpha. That means keep this cos term as it is. keep this cos term as it is. Express sine in terms of cos. Sine square alpha is 1 minus cos square alpha plus n square cos square alpha is equal to m square. From this I can write it as minus cos square alpha plus n square cos square alpha. That means cos square alpha is common factor. N square minus 1 will be left out. Similarly, m square on the right hand side, this plus 1 goes to the right hand side. It becomes minus 1. Cos square alpha is nothing but m square minus 1 divided by n square minus 1. This is my final answer. Again, I am telling you, sir, you need not write each and every step in the examination. You can directly write this equation and this equation looking from the equations wherever it is there. This is already present in my question. This is something which I derived right now. I wrote it one more time for your explanation, but you need not write it one more time in your examination and waste your time. Directly square it on left hand side and try to get this. Similarly, after writing this particular step, don't try to write this particular step again and waste. Try directly to get the answer. This is where you will be little fast in getting the answer. Or can I also say like this, sir, instead of solving, these are the three options which are given. Can I say that right hand side I got it as m square minus 1. There is only one option where m square minus 1 is present. That should be the correct answer. Mark it and go ahead. These are all small things which will make a very huge big difference in your examination in terms of time saving. I hope the idea is clear, sir. Wherever sine and cos is present, make use of the identity sine square plus cos square is equal to 1, and that will simplify your problem to a greater extent. See, every textbook or everyone can explain these things, but explanation in terms of why you should add these two, why you should take these two equations itself, that is something which should strike in your examination hall, and that is something I am more interested in explaining you people. I hope the idea is clear. Similarly, see this question, similar kind of question, which is again a very good question. If sin alpha divided by sin beta is equal to A and cos alpha divided by cos beta is equal to small letter b, find the value of sin square beta. In the previous question they asked for cos square alpha. Now they are asking for sin square beta. Same logic, sir. Don't waste your time by doing so many things. Sin alpha will be equal to A sin beta. Cos alpha will be equal to B cos beta, right? Why did I write like this? Why did I write sin below that cos only? Why did I write sin beta below that cos beta only? Because when I square it and add it, I should get it as sin square cos square property. Left hand side is sin square alpha plus cos square alpha, which is 1. Right hand side is A square sin square beta. A square sin square beta plus b square cos square beta. Now analyze once again. In question they are asking you for sin square beta. That means keep that sin term as it is. Express cos in terms of sin this time. Cos square is 1 minus sin square beta. That means this can be written as b square into 1 plus minus b square into sin square beta, right? B square into sin square beta. Already I have a square sin square beta here in the right hand side, and left hand side 1 I will keep it as it is. Now your answer is over. I want sin square beta, keep it in the one side. Shift this plus b square to the right hand side, left hand side, it becomes 1 minus b square. And if I take sin square beta common in these two, left out is a square minus b square. That when you shift it to the left hand side, it will come to the denominator. This should be your answer. Where is the difficulty in solving trigonometric questions, sir? And I am repeating you, I will take a few more difficult questions also in future. Do not worry that questions are not discussed. Varieties of questions I have, sir. I have oceans of questions. Only thing is I want to teach my concepts to my students to make their understanding clear, so that it will be very easy for them to solve in future. I hope conceptual clarity is very clear.